We have done till question number 3, exercise 12.1, and this is question number 4 here. We have been given that the wheels of a car are of diameter 80 centimeters each, and you have to find out how many complete revolutions does the wheel make in 10 minutes when the car is traveling at a speed of 66 kilometers per hour and the time given to you is 10 minutes. So this is the speed of the car and this is the time given to you. With the help of time and speed, you can find out the distance that the car covers. And to find out the number of revolutions it makes, you will write down the distance covered by the car, total distance, and the distance covered in one revolution in the denominator. So total distance covered by the car over distance covered in one revolution, and the distance covered in one revolution is actually given by the circumference. So you are going to find out the distance covered by the car at a speed of 66 kilometers per hour in 10 minutes and divide that distance by the circumference of the wheel. Let's write down the answer. I'm going to just write down right here if that's suitable. And there's no need to draw any figure. You can just simply write your answer. So the diameter, this is question number 4. Diameter is given as 88 centimeters. This will mean that the radius is equal to 44 centimeters. Circumference, because I'm aware कि मुझे बाद में circumference find करना. Yes.
Ma'am, diameter is given 80 centimeter.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Since I know that I will be needing the circumference, I'm already calculating it beforehand before I use that formula. So calculate your answer by 2 pi r. Pi is not indicated, so I'm going to use it as 20/7. And as such, I'm going to leave it. This will be in centimeters. Then speed is given to be 66 kilometers per hour and the time is 10 minutes. You can apply unitary method or you can work out by using the formula. 10 minutes will be equal to 1/6 of an hour, and then you can find out the distance covered by speed multiplied with time. So 66 multiplied by 1/6 will be equal to 11 kilometers. You need to remember one thing here, that the circumference that we have calculated is in centimeters and the distance covered by the car is in kilometers. So you need to make sure that the units are same. You can convert the units. 11 kilometers right here. So 11 multiplied by 1000 will make it meters. Further multiplied by 100 will make it centimeters. This is the distance covered by the car. And now you can find out the number of revolutions. The number of revolutions will be given by the total distance that the car has covered divided by the distance covered in one revolution, which is the circumference. And then you can simplify. If the answer comes out in decimals, you have to ignore the decimal part because you want to give the answer as complete revolutions. So the answer will be a whole number. You are not going to take the decimal part. Please keep that in mind. Complete revolutions पूछी हैं. Complete revolutions के बाद there is like some more revolution made, a fraction of a revolution. We will be ignoring that. So the answer for this comes out to be approximately, or is it exact answer? So 7 into 11 into 1000 into 100 over 2 into 22 into a 40. Then these will cancel. 25, 0 is cancelled. Then this is 25. Then you have 7 multiplied by 625. What's the answer? 4375. This is the answer. Now you can see the advantage of not multiplying it beforehand. It is easier to simplify later on if you have the products as such. Something which I told you last year also, that just keep the product as such, don't simplify. Use the value as such, product form में उसको आगे use कर लो, simplification will be easier when you use it later. All right. The last question of the exercise is an MCQ. Question number 5 here. It says, choose the correct answer and justify your choice. If this question comes in 1 mark, you have to solve it. So if the perimeter and the area of a circle are numerically equal, ignoring the units because the perimeter is in centimeters, single dimension, and the area is in square units, 2 dimension. So you have to ignore that and compare the formula for the area and the perimeter. Circumference of the circle equal to area of the circle. Find out what the radius would be. This one's a simple question. And I think by the time I'll write down. So circumference equals to area. This will be 2 pi r equals to pi r square. Pi and pi get cancelled and even r will get cancelled. So you can cancel r. R comes out to be 2 units. So your answer will be option number A, 2 units. Anyone with any questions still here? If anyone's writing, please.
No, ma'am.
Okay. The next thing we have is, now this is something you've already done. Ye sara kaam apne pehle kiya hua hai last year. Even in 8th standard, you've done these type of questions. Now we have something new which you'll be doing for the first time. Those are areas of sector and segments of a circle. Before we jump into how to find out the area of a sector and a segment, you should know what a segment and a sector is. ये आपने 6th standard में किया हुआ है. They have drawn pictures here. The major sector, minor sector, major segment and minor segment are indicated here. अगर आपको definition वैसे पूछी जाए, minor sector, simply stating, sector of a circle is the area bound by the radii of a circle, 2 radii. Sector जब बनता है, sector कहाँ पे बनता है? It is formed by 2 radii and the arc of a circle. So as you can see here, the shaded part in figure 12.4, this shaded part, this is the radius and this is the radius. This over here is arc of circle. So the area bound by 2 radii and arc of a circle will be called the area of a sector of the circle, depending whether the angle formed at the center, which is represented by theta. We are going to use theta here. So if the angle is less than 180 degrees, we will call that sector a minor sector, and if the theta is more than 180, it will be called a major sector. If theta becomes equal to 180 degrees, that means the radii will form the diameter. In that case, the sectors are semicircles formed. Does that make sense? Do you follow what I'm saying here? If you have questions, please ask.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then further, we have a segment of a circle. The segment of a circle is formed when you draw a chord. When you draw a chord, the area of the circle gets divided into 2 parts. One area includes the center, the other one doesn't. Simply stating, आपने circle draw किया, circle में आपने chord draw की है. This is your chord. This chord divides the area of the circle into 2 parts. One part contains the center, as you can see. The other part does not contain the center. So area bound by chord and arc. The area of the circle bound by a chord of the circle and an arc is called the segment of the circle. If that area does not include the center, अगर उस एरिया में सेंटर नहीं है तो वो माइनर सेगमेंट होगा, और अगर उस एरिया में सेंटर इंक्लूडेड है तो वो मेजर सेगमेंट होगा. आई होप इट्स क्लियर. And this is something you can remember. Questions में अगर वो simply segment या sector बोल रहे हैं, they are referring to minor and minor segment and minor sector respectively, unless stated otherwise. Means अगर आपको major sector या major segment के लिए work करना है तो वो indicated होगा. अगर word major वहाँ पे नहीं used, simply segment लिखा हुआ है या simply sector लिखा हुआ है, आप minor segment और minor sector consider करके अपना question कर दोगे. All right. The area of both of these things, like the area of the sector and the area of a segment, depends on the central angle. The angle that the end points of the arc subtend at the center. अगर आप ध्यान से देखो, जब हमने सेक्टर डिफाइन किया था, सेक्टर के केस में भी मैंने कहा था 2 रेडियस होंगे और आर्क होगी। जब सेक्टर बनता है देयर आर 2 रेडियाई एंड आर्क. इन केस ऑफ सेगमेंट देयर इज अ कॉर्ड एंड आर्क. आर्क इसमें भी प्रेजेंट है और इसमें भी प्रेजेंट है, सेक्टर में भी प्रेजेंट है, सेगमेंट में भी प्रेजेंट है. एरिया ऑफ द सेक्टर or a segment depends on the angle that the arc subtends at the center. So arc के end points को अगर हम center से join कर दें, so this here, let's take a look. This right here is your arc. Arc is AB. और इसके एंड पॉइंट्स को अगर हम सेंटर से कनेक्ट कर दें तो ये एंगल बनेगा. एंगल सेंट्रल एंगल कह सकते हैं, और वी कैन कॉल इट द एंगल सबटेंडेड बाय द आर्क एट द सेंटर. थ्योरम भी थी लास्ट ईयर हमें. सो इस पे डिपेंड करेगा कि हमारे सेक्टर का या फिर हमारे सेगमेंट का एरिया क्या होगा. This is a standard notation. Sometimes it could change depending on your question, but we will be working with theta as such. So further on the next page, they have given you the formulae for the various things. I'm going to just write down on the next, along with you can write down with me. I had started writing down actually. So this is what we have: area for sector and segment. This is to be written before exercise 12.2, or you can just write down as under the heading 12.2. I've drawn a circle here with center O, and I've taken a point P on arc AB. The central angle subtended by the arc AB is indicated as theta. Then the area of the sector minor is theta over 360 into pi r square. Sector is part of the area of circle. So it's part, this is fraction of the area of circle. तो अगर आपको figures draw करनी है side by side, you can just draw the figures here. We have a circle and let's take these 2 radii. The central angle is theta and the arc is AB. The area will be this area. This is the area of the minor sector, and the area of the major sector can be highlighted. You can just highlight. This will be the area of the major sector. If you want, you can label that this is minor sector. It's already done in your book actually. This is the major sector. And when you want to find out the area of the major sector, आपको दोबारा ये फॉर्मूला लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है. हम क्या करेंगे, पूरे सर्कल के एरिया में से ये जो स्मॉलर वाला सेक्टर है उसका एरिया माइनस कर देंगे. हमें क्या मिल जाएगा, एरिया ऑफ द मेजर सेक्टर, the one which is shaded in orange. Now finding out the area of the segment. The area of the segment is this portion. This is the minor segment. And if I had to highlight the major segment would be this one. I'm not going to do it because it will just cover everything else. Fine. If you want, you can do it in pencil in your notebooks. This is the major segment. To find out the area of this portion, what we want to do is, from this sector, which looks like a pizza slice, we want to take away the area of this triangle. ये येलो हाइलाइटेड पार्ट जो है उसमें से अगर हम इस ट्राइंगल का एरिया रिमूव कर दें तो हमारे पास ये वाला पोर्शन रह जाएगा. एंड दिस इज द एरिया ऑफ द सेगमेंट दैट वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट द एरिया फॉर. सो एरिया ऑफ द सेक्टर का फॉर्मूला आपके पास ऑलरेडी है. एरिया ऑफ द ट्राइंगल वी विल फाइंड आउट एंड वी विल सबट्रैक्ट द टू. Then we can obtain the area of the minor segment. Similarly, if we want to find out the area of the major segment, we will not calculate it all over again. What we will do is we will just find out the area of the whole circle. उसमें से ये जो kind of red colored है shaded area which represents area of the minor segment, इस area को delete कर देंगे subtract कर देंगे, and then we will have the area of the remaining part. So if I just remove the area from the total circle, let's see, if I just take away this portion, this is your major segment. If I take away the minor segment from the complete circle. Anyone with any questions here? Before I write down the formula further, because अभी हैं 4-5 और हैं.
No doubt, ma'am.
Fifth one is the length of the arc. Arc is the portion included between portion of the circumference included between 2 points on the circle. अगर हमारे पास कोई circle है और उसकी boundary पे हम कोई 2 points mark कर देते हैं, तो circle की जो boundary उन 2 points के बीच में included होगी. Let's say we have a circle with center O and we have 2 points on the boundary AB. तो आपके पास एक ये arc बन रही है और एक ये arc बन रही है. And depending if the arc is smaller than your semicircle, this is the minor arc and this is your major arc. If we want to find out the length from point A to point B, हमें सिर्फ ये length चाहिए, boundary की length चाहिए. How do we find out? Arc is actually part of circumference and ये circumference का कितना portion बना रही है, again depends कि ये जो arc है इसका central angle क्या है. So arc के end points को हम center से connect करेंगे. If the angle formed is theta, theta out of the total angle multiplied by circumference. So this will be theta over 360 degrees multiplied by 2 pi r, r being the radius of the circle. This is the length of the minor arc. And if you have to find out the length of the major arc, can anyone tell me how would we find that out? Total circumference minus now the only reason I'm discussing these formulae is I could just list down the formula and tell you how to just learn it simply, just instruct you कि याद कर लो और sums में use करना. लेकिन बेटा जब आपको problem sums आएंगे, it's important for you to understand कि question में पूछा क्या है और आपको कैसे find out करना है. If you have an understanding how you have to find out what you have to find out, it will be easier to do that question. That's the only reason I'm discussing these. And if it seems like you don't know, you want to skip this part, I will just I'll list down the formulae and we will start with the questions. But these will actually help you in your questions. There is a note that you want to write down. The first one is area of sector can also be expressed as half RL, where L is the length of the arc. Half into radius into the length of arc. You can check कि अगर हम use करते हैं the value of L, L की value ये है हमारे पास ऊपर, इसको यहाँ पे आप use करके check करो, does that give you the area of the sector? So theta by 360 degrees multiplied by 2 pi r, 2 and 2 get cancelled, so this is theta by 360 into pi r square. This is the area of the sector which we have written in the at the first point. Afterwards, जब आपने area of segment find करना है, take a look at point number 3. जब आपने area of segment find करना है, आप area of sector find करोगे, आप area of triangle find out करोगे, और फिर दोनों areas को subtract करके आपको segment का area मिलेगा. Sector का area निकालने का formula हमने लिखा हुआ है, triangle का area हम कैसे find करेंगे? The triangle that's formed right here, उसका area हम कैसे find out करेंगे? It can be easier if the value of theta is very specific. तो theta आपको angle दिया होगा. Based on the angle, you can find out what the area of the triangle will be. I'm going to write down the special cases. So special cases. if theta is equal to 90 degree. What can you say about area of triangle OAB? What can you think about or observe the area of this triangle would be? The base of the triangle is,
R.
and the height is also r, so the area would be half radius square. And then there is another case when the central angle is 60 degrees. If this is 60 degrees, what type of triangle would it be?
Equilateral.
Yes, it will be an equilateral triangle. And you can, if anyone has a question how this would be an equilateral triangle, just observe that right here what we have, these two are equal. From here it looks like an isosceles triangle. If this is an isosceles triangle, these two angles will be equal. Let's take these as x. So x plus 60 will be equal to 180. From here the value of x comes out to be 60 degree. The triangle will be equilateral triangle. And what is the area of equilateral triangle? √3/4 side square. This is what we will be using here. अगर हमारा triangle equilateral बन रहा है तो हमारे पास उसका फॉर्मूला ये बन जाएगा. Just a shortcut. If the central angle is other than these two, it takes a little longer to find out the area of the triangle. We will discuss that later if there is such a question. Right now, I would just like you to learn all of these and then we will start with the exercise. Anyone with any questions at this point? If anyone's writing down.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
From this exercise, the central angle 120 degree problems have been deleted. There is just one question which I could find and one example. Question number 9th of the exercise, that's deleted. उसमें central angle 120 degrees है. उसके अलावा सारे sums आपको करने हैं. Question number 1, find the area of sector of a circle with radius 6 centimeters if the angle of the sector is 60 degrees. This is a simple application with r as 6 centimeters, theta as 60 degrees, the area of sector, and it's not indicated, so it will be minus sector. The formula is theta by 360 degrees multiplied by pi r square. So you just use the values of r and theta to solve your answer. This will be 60 by 360 degrees the value of pi is to be used as 22 by 7 unless it's indicated that it's to be used as 3.14 radius square, and you just simplify your answer. And you can give the answers in fractions, no need to change it to decimals. It's completely okay if you keep the answers in fractions. So just simplifying, this will be 132 by 7 centimeter square. Question number 2, find the area of quadrant of circle whose circumference is given. First thing we want to know is when is a quadrant formed? Quadrant कब बनता है? It's not to be indicated, you can just remember it for yourself. पता होना चाहिए कि क्वाड्रेंट कब बनता है, जब हमारे पास दो परपेंडिकुलर लाइंस होंगी प्लेन में. यहाँ पे उन्होंने बोला है सर्कल का क्वाड्रेंट आपको बनाना है. सर्कल का क्वाड्रेंट बनेगा when you have two perpendicular lines drawn here. Those will be the diameters of the circle, which will divide your circle into 4 equal parts. And quadrant is actually a sector. As you can see, it's bound by 2 radii and an arc with central angle equals to 90 degrees. Find out the area. Formula will be used for the sector because quadrant as such is a sector. Theta by 360 degrees into pi r square. The radius of the circle is not known, but instead we have the circumference as 22 centimeters. Can we find out the radius for the circle?
Seven by 2.
And use it in your expression here. This is another way you can find out the area of a quadrant. Please check if the answer is correct. I'm not sure. (77 by 8). I've missed 11 here. Yeah, this is the answer. 77 by 8 centimeters square. Anyone who's writing down?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Written, ma'am.
Let's take up the next question. Question number 3. The length of the minute hand of a clock is 14 centimeters. Find the area swept by the minute hand in 5 minutes. Now, since this question is given under area related to circles, you will consider that the clock is circular in shape. It will be assumed that the clock is circular in shape, and the minute hand actually forms the radius of the circle. The length of the minute hand will be the radius of the circle. So radius of the circle here is 14 centimeters. And then you need to find out the area swept by the minute hand in 5 minutes. 5 minutes में minute hand कितना area cover करेगा आपको ये find out करना है. And if you think of the minute hand as the radius of the circle, the area swept by the minute hand in this time would be area of a sector. It will actually be sector of the circle. लेकिन सेक्टर का एरिया निकालने के लिए हमें चाहिए थीटा. तो आपको फाइंड आउट करना है कि जब मिनट हैंड टर्न करता है, व्हेन इट टर्न्स इन द क्लॉक, तो कितना एंगल बनता है इन 5 मिनट्स. दैट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग वी वांट. फर्स्ट थिंग, फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज द सेंट्रल एंगल formed by the minute hand in 5 minutes, and then we can find out the area of the sector. We need to find out the theta for the sector, and that will be calculated by applying unitary method in one complete revolution by minute hand. Can you tell me what is the angle formed? अगर मिनट हैंड 12 को पॉइंट कर रहा है, वो घूम के वापस 12 पे आता है, व्हाट इज द एंगल फॉर्म्ड बाय दैट मिनट हैंड? No one knows the answer to this. Suppose यहाँ पे है minute hand. What is the complete angle?
360.
360 degree.
Okay. So this angle is actually formed in 1 hour. That would mean in 60 minutes, the angle is 360 degrees. Can you find out for 5 minutes?
Yes, ma'am.
This will be 360 over 60 into 5, and the answer will be 30 degrees. And now you can find out the area of sector. Simplify and obtain the answer. You can leave the answers again in fractions if you want. Okay, I'm mistaken. Question number 7th is deleted, not question 9th. Question 7th contains central angle 120. That's deleted.